Football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
Wanna quit?
Check right 33. Yeah, I got you. Right check 33. 33.
Hey, Ozzy, shut up!
Whip. Watch the whip.
What?
Check 13.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
2nd and 6.
What? Hey, shot!
12. Mike 12. Bring it.
What?
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews.
Way to let them dogs
Only
loose.
3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Right check 33. Defense wins championship, baby. Under 10.
What?
Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. First down and more for Jackson. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Hold on, ready?
33. Check right 33. Curve it. Wide. Get wide.
That's right.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Hold on, ready?
So after the incompletion
Hey,
on
middle.
first, now 2nd and 10.
See what you got. Check.
13. Shut up!
Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. Fourth down.
DC, man. You gotta make a move! Get up!
Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Let's go, defense.
Trap 60! Trap 60!
All right, here we go. Mike 6. Mike 6.
2nd and 11. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Good track. 34.
He'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Check 3, check 3.
Sit up.
Jackson now. Flushed out right. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Ravens.
Quick, ready?
We're scoreless.
Let's go. Let's do
after
this.
1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, shot. Get on. Ready. Ready, shot. Sit up.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Ready. Ready, shot. Ready, shot.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Ready. Ready, shot.
36, 36.
Get up.
Play action. Now Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
formation. Let's go.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
180. To what?
He's coming.
180. Nice one. What?
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And the Raven first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
180.
From the gun, Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Ravens 10, Raiders nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 2 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
First and 10 at the 40.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's a throw out wide to his running back right side. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the Ravens' 46-yard line.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. I got you, boy. Hey, check back. Dragon 60. Strike 6.
Second and 4. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, they'll throw.
Watch the pass.
And this one is incomplete.
That's where you
I
belong.
may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how much they want to push things. Leading already here 10-3. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Jackson. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
I smell
fear in that offense.
Here's Jackson. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check back 16. Check back 16.
No, we changed it.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Hey, watch number 5. Number 5. Watch number 5.
Go ahead.
Gotta get the quick. Get on the quick right here. Watch switch.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Kill.
Check, Bobcat, check. Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Ready. Back six. You go six. Hey, check that. Street. You go. Ready, go.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 6 yards left on 2nd down.
60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw. The ball is underneath to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he's got this down to the 35. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs from 21 yards away. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. defense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for two. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he's got room.
All day.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go. Shaq. Hawk 70.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Check four.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completes this out left to Ruggs. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
4 yards remain for second down.
It's our field.
Ready, go.
They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is the only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long, prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Hey, Alpha,
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line.
Hey,
Here's a give to Dobbins. Able to push his way through. 93 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Raven first down.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Easy, ready?
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Check Nick.
Ready? Hey, shot.
On first down, Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. In fact, down before this ball comes loose. And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal.
Thanks a lot. Yo. Thanks a lot.
Dobbins. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
I know you feel that.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Mike 6. Mike 6.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
Now back to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Undercrunch. Bang, go. Bang, bang.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Let's do this.
They had things a little spread out there with 4 wide receivers, and it opened up a running hole.
Yeah, not only do you get better running lanes because you are spread out, oftentimes when defenses see 4 wide receivers, they substitute in extra defensive backs, so you're blocking smaller personnel. That gives your running back a nice chance downfield against that type of a defense.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running it with Jacobs. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
On the ready. 18 Pioneer.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Hut.
They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Target. Viking 18. Check 25. Check smash.
So, hey, well, Mike 34.
They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check Mike 34. Mike 34. Ready, go.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 19. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Hey, switch gears. Rip left.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Scoop.
I got you.
Panther 60. Slam. Panther street. Kill. Ready.
Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34. Mike 34.
Let go.
He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this, and a completely new story to tell.
And frankly, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they're going to tell them, he had one job. All right, you knew what you had to get done. You knew where we wanted to kick the field goal from. You know our range. Just take care of the football, and we win the game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Raiders' 34-yard line.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Hey, middle.
They'll run here with Dobbins. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 2nd down, a run to Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. They'll go again with Dobbins. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Let's go, fellas.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Here's 2nd and 10.
Scoot, scoot, scoot. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Back to throw. Able to connect with Jacobs. And he'll have a quick 1st down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got...
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Raiders are going to hang on.